66 years ago, Alpha Company, composed of 6 officers and 230 enlisted personnel, was born. From then on, it started the colorful history of a ready seaborne strike force. Our unique character as Marines and our reputation as warriors with a heart distinguishes us from other armed services. The monumental service of Marines is anchored on our motto of karangalan, katungkulan, and kabayanihan. This is in essence of who we are and what we do.
The Philippine Marine Corps Heroes Memorial. With this monument, 736 Marines who paid ultimate sacrifices are honored. A monumental symbol to 66 years of service with honor and valor of the past, the present, and future generations of Marines.
Along with these fallen heroes are the 62 Marines died in Central Mindanao campaign. The ultimate sacrifice and selfless service of these Marines are worth emulating and serve as inspiration in our daily lives as members of the Philippine Marine Corps.
In every conflict, when the nation needs a crisis response force, Marines are always the force of choice, ready to respond to the call of duty on short notice.
We overwatch clearing operations, directed mortar fires, and at night time, we also directed 50 caliber machine gun fires to suppress enemy fires as we engage them with our own sniper fires. During the silence of the night, our rifles are the only ones that echo through the battlefield. We were the only unit engaging waves of enemies trying to escape and break through friendly defensive lines. We were able to eliminate 24 enemies in one night. The Navy SEALs, SAF and Army troopers, including Marine units who recovered their bodies, can attest to our Marine Scout sniper signature. They were all headshots.
The Sulu Memorial, dedicated to the gallantry of Marines. Sulu, an island jewel of Mindanao, an island province whose grounds are made sacred by the blood of Marines. On November 26, 1976, the famous Battle of Sibaluhil occurred here. Against a toughest adversary, Marine Private First Class Acero and Marine Private First Class Buaya fought until their last breath. The gallantry of their action, the willingness to die for freedom, the dignity and glory of their death are forever written in the annals of our history. Karangalan, katungkulan, kabayanihan, displayed in its highest order.
The heroism that these two Marines have shown continuously flows in the veins of every Marine. This is what should cultivate because we are the mission first force.
Tawi-Tawi, the Sulu Sea Frontier. In the 70s, this was a stronghold of the MNLF movement. 19 Marines died, 11 were wounded in the Battle of Karundung. 48 of our enemy were killed. In 1975, our first proposed amphibious assault unfolded in one of the beaches of Tarawakan. Marines valiantly fought in the province. Marines continue to fight and win their battles, victorious before and even today.
This has become one of the hallowed grounds of our forebears that we should always honor. Their heroism and significant contribution to the attainment of peace in Tawi-Tawi must never be forgotten in the history of the Philippine Marine Corps.
Palawan, the country's last frontier. The famous Itulus raid was conducted by our Marines. The gallantry and the willingness to sacrifice of our Marines in battles like the Itulus raid will be etched in our hearts forever. Their heroism and sacrifices are enshrined in memorials like this. They have displayed the highest sense of honor, service, and valor.
We will continue the legacy of being the best in soldiery, while we continue improving our capacity to cope up with the needs of current battlefields as we embark to modern warfare, especially in territorial defense and anti-narcotics operation as mandated by our Commander-in-Chief. The Battle of Olyo. This operation exemplified the fighting prowess of the Philippine Marine Corps. The conduct of massive combat operations resulted to the seizure of the MILF's two stronghold areas, the training ground of Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces and the MILF Islamic Center.
Ang mga mandirigma ng 1st Marine Brigade ay walang patid na lumalaban para mabawi ang Olyo. Ibalik ang dating kapayapaan at kaunlaran para sa ating kababayan dito sa Central Mindanao. Mission success defined by valor, honor, and service is the Philippine Marine Corps solution. The battles in Central Mindanao were fought fiercely. Marines have risked their lives and many paid the ultimate sacrifice. Many fallen warriors were laid to rest, bringing with them the story of bravery and heroism. Some of them are laid to rest besides other war heroes here at the libingan ng mga bayani, Fort Bonifacio. We will always remember and honor them.
The bravery of our fellow Marines displayed in Central Mindanao campaign was carried out and passed to young generation of Marines. With the same tenacity, the Marines continue to perform on all combat situations.
We were given a short notice to proceed to Central Mindanao, and we were loaded from Ulusulu and directly transported by the LST to Parang Maguindanao to reinforce the forces out there.
Determination and courage. These are my warfighting principle during the height of Central Mindanao campaign. I was the gunner of 60 machine gun, Bulldog of Special Operation Capable Unit, SOCO of NBLP2. For the past 4 months of continuous offensive operation against MILF, it was an unforgettable and very challenging experience that I truly treasure as long as I live as a Marine.
As we continue to perform our duties, we do not forget those Marines who, performing their duties, had been seriously wounded. We care for them. We want them to continue serving the Marines.
We care for our wounded Marines. We institute programs such as the Marine Wounded Warrior Rehabilitation and Reintegration Program to support those seriously wounded in battle and those who suffered serious illness in the line of duty. We want to see our Marines back to Marines duties and perform their service to our nation.
I am very proud being a Marine. It's like a family here. Started from CS training and to my assignment in operational area, I saw how the Marines take care of his fellow Marines. I know that the Marines will take care of his wounded warrior. The Marine Wounded Warrior Rehabilitation and Reintegration Program helps motivate and boost the morale of the wounded Marines like us and our family.
To be with the Marine is an honor for me, but also for my family. I will continue to serve in whatever capacity. I am so proud that I belong to this organization.
When I took my oath to become a Marine warrior, I dedicate myself to the Marines. When I was wounded, my only desire is to recover from my wounds to continue my service in the Philippine Marine Corps. I know that I can still contribute something to the organization.
Being a wife of a Marine has some mixed feelings. I always worry if it's okay. But I learned to accept it. And I was so proud in being a Marine. He was out there risking his life, serving the country, so that people will live in comfort and peaceful at their home. It's a noble profession, blessed by God. And I'm so proud for him being a Marine.
Kabayanihan, valor, As we celebrate our 66th birthday, let us reflect on what we have accomplished as Marines. Let us remember the gallantry and self-sacrifice of those Marines, both bravely exemplifying our motto of karangalan, katungkulan, and kabayanihan. PFC Acero and the Marines who fought in the Battle of Cibalo Hill, and those Marines who participated in Central Mindanao Campaign and other battles that put its mark in our colorful history. We will continue to perform with highest standard and distinction.
Our legacy as Marines has been defined based on our ability in successfully accomplishing our mission. Our unique brand of courage and style of fighting give us a reputation that is feared by our enemy and admired by our fellow soldiers. We should always take pride in what we do, and we should always remember who we are. We are only few, but we are proud. As your Commandant, I appreciate your continued service, your sacrifices, your courage, and hard work. Happy birthday, Marines!